going to begin by singing All Creatures of the Earth and Sky. Go ahead and rise in body and spirit. I open with these words by Rabindranath Tagore. The same stream of life that runs through my veins night and day runs through the world and dances in rhythmic measures. It is the same life that shoots in joy through the dust of the earth in numberless blades of grass and breaks into tumultuous waves of leaves and flowers. It is the same life that is rocked in the ocean cradle of birth and of death, in ebb and in flow. I feel my limbs are made glorious by the touch of this world of life. Welcome us flowing together into the stream that is the Unitarian Society of Santa Barbara. Welcome on this special ingathering morning where we celebrate our water communion and all the ways that our lives come together to build this beloved space, this sanctuary of hope and resistance and resilience. It is so good to be gathering today. I'm the Reverend Julia Hamilton. My pronouns are she, her, and I am delighted that you are here with us in our physical sanctuary or joining us online in our virtual sanctuary. We are one great big body of water spreading over the earth this morning here at the Unitarian Society. We are a loving community of seekers, striving to live with integrity, nurture wonder, and inspire the actions that transform us and transform the world. Some of you may have brought water with you here this morning to participate a little later on, but don't worry if you haven't. We've got plenty in the pitchers up here, and all will be made clear. And if you are joining us at home, I invite you to get a small bowl or glass of water so that you may participate as well from wherever you find yourself this morning. And whether you are here for the first time or the 400th time, we welcome you. We want to get you connected to the life of this congregation that is so much more than Sunday mornings. So if you're visiting and would like to find out more, stop by our welcome table or click the visitor link online so that we can keep in touch and keep you updated on what's going on here in this congregation. And if you've been coming for a while and you feel like this might be your home, your river to swim through life in, we welcome you into membership at any time. You can talk to Angie at the membership table, and we are happy to make you part of the Unitarian Society of Santa Barbara. We have a few upcoming things that I want to highlight as we kick off a new season here together, and that is that we are restarting our evening contemplative service once a month. It's going to be this Tuesday. The doors will open at 6. The service will start at 6:15. This is a Vespers service of easy-to-sing songs, some quiet, some inspiring readings, a chance to reset and refresh in an overwhelming world. So join us on Tuesday evening and then on the first Tuesday of the month as Charlotte and I lead us through this service that has become beloved. Because we are also living in a world where we need to think ahead, there's an emergency preparedness workshop that we're hosting on Wednesday. You can find out more about it in your order of service or in your Friday email. It helps all of us when we plan to work together as a community to respond in times of need. And finally, I want to say for those of you who are here in this room, many of you are looking awfully well fed. I can still see the pancake glow about you. So I want to give a hearty thanks to everyone who helped make our pancake breakfast possible, especially Peter Hale. We do this about 3 or 4 times a year, and it has become a lovely way for us to gather on these special mornings. So now I invite you to take a breath, to allow yourself to settle into this space, into your body and breath, and into this community as we ring our bell and let the sound connect us.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Now you can hear me. The chalice reading today is called Thirsty by Gregory Pelly. And it goes like this. And so we gather from the ebb and flow of our lives, thirsty for connection to ourselves, thirsty for connection to others, thirsty for connection to the larger life. As we light this chalice, may all who gather here be filled with joy and hope, filled with compassion and love. Here may we be filled so that we may pour ourselves out into the world.
Each Sunday when we gather, we lift up a good thing that we find in the world. We highlight the fact that there are people doing good work of loving into the future we want to live, not just pushing against the future that we don't. And so this Sunday, I want to highlight the work of the Miccosukee tribe in the Florida Everglades. They have been instrumental in pushing back against the detention camp that has been built in Florida, which is still working its way through the courts. But this indigenous tribe has been on the forefront of this battle, not just to protect the beautiful Everglades, which they call home, but also that web of relationships with humans and the earth that is so important and upon which our survival depends. This is a movement that is often led by indigenous communities to resist and reimagine a better way of being. And any community that does that work is doing a good thing. Is the first Sunday of September, which means that this is also when we celebrate our birthdays, and it's Ingathering, and I'd like to gather up all of you who are celebrating September birthdays this month. So if you have a September birthday and you want to come forward so we can send some love and birthday blessings, we'd love to see you up here. I believe, Charlotte, you have some birthday star stickers for our folks. And you can just line up right in front of the table here. It's a little more busy up here than normal. And I'm going to pass the microphone down. You can say your name, the day that you were born. If you want to say your age, you can. It's always optional. Go ahead and scoot on over. Fill in there. You can stand in front of the water table. That's okay. It won't mind. And then we're going to send some birthday love towards these folks.
I'm John Warnock, and on the 27th, I'll be 86 and still playing pickleball.
Hold your applause till the end.
Hi, my name's Stan Kamen, and I'm also, September 20th, I'll be 86. Still rocking and rolling.
I'm Quinn, and on the 22nd, I'm turning 16.
I repeat, on the 22nd, I'll be 16. No, I'll be in my early 80s.
I'm Paul, and on September 30th, I'll be 73.
I'm Robert, and for once in my life, I can actually say I was born yesterday.
Hi, I'm Hawther, and I'll be 75 on the 29th.
I'm Eileen, and 81 years ago today, I was born.
I'm Dylan Stewart, and on the 21st, I'm turning 8.
I'm Janice, and my birthday is tomorrow.
I'm Isaac, and on September 2nd, I turn 31.
So let's take a moment and send all of our love and blessings to these fine folks and everyone who is celebrating a September birthday. As you flow through this year, may you find friends to laugh with you in the good times and cry with you in the hard times. May your mind be open to the wonder of the world. May your heart grow more open to the love that moves among us. And the world is a richer place because you are in it. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You may be seated. Sing once more. We're going to sing Spirit of Life, and we're going to do this 3 times. The first time we're going to sing it in English. The second time we're going to sing it in Spanish. And the third time you get to choose whether you want to sing it in English or Spanish. So we will sing it together multilingual. The words are on the screen and in your order of service. Please rise in body and spirit. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion.
Morning, everyone. My name is Charla Brigante. I am the Director of Religious Exploration around here, and it is time for our Time for All Ages. I've got to get a couple of props set up, but come on up, kids. I'm going to need your help this morning. We need your help. Come on up.
All by myself. Come on up.
Do you want to pass out raindrops? Will you be, let me get one for him. There's a character called Higgins. Will you be Higgins? You'll know what to do. Yeah, go ahead, get a scarf. All right. Lots of moving pieces in this story. All right. Higgins, why don't you come and just be right here? You're going to be the first one. Okay. You'll know what to do. You're going to just put that in that bucket when I tell you. You'll see. Simon, get a scarf. Good morning. I think we're ready. This story is called Higgins, A Drop with a Dream, and it was written by the Reverend Christopher Busey. I hope I'm saying his name right. Once upon a time, there was a drop of water named Higgins. Higgins was no ordinary drop of water. He was a drop with a dream. Higgins lived in a valley where it had not rained for a very long time, so all the lovely green grass was turning brown, all the beautiful flowers were wilting, and all the trees were starting to droop. Higgins had a dream that one day the valley would be a beautiful place again. But what could he do? After all, he was only a drop of water. One day, Higgins decided to travel and tell others about his dream. All the other drops listened very politely, but no one believed that his dream would come true. Higgins, said one, "Get your head out of the clouds. You can't spend your whole life dreaming." Higgins decided that he had to do something to make his dream come true. So he began to think and think and think. And one day, as he was walking by a rusty old bucket, he got an idea. Step on up. If enough of us drops of water got together in this bucket, Higgins thought, there would be enough water to sprinkle on a few flowers to help them grow and become beautiful again. Eagerly, Higgins told everyone his great idea, but everyone thought he was being foolish. That Higgins, not yet. That Higgins is nothing but a dreamer. We have eager helpers up here. Higgins decided he had to do something to convince the others that he was right. So he said to them, "I don't know about you, but I'm getting into that bucket. I hope some of you will join me. Then there might be enough water to help at least some flowers grow beautiful again." So Higgins ran as hard as he could. Did I already read this part? No, okay. So Higgins ran as hard as he could, hopped way up in the air, and landed with a kerplunk in the bottom of the bucket. And there he sat, just a drop in the bucket. For a long time, Higgins was very lonely. It seemed like no one else was going to join him. But after a while, some of the other drops could see that the grass was dying and the flowers were wilting and the trees were drooping. They all agreed that something must be done. Suddenly, one drop shouted, "I'm going in the bucket with Higgins." And he leapt through the air and landed kerplunk in the bucket. Then two other drops yelled, "Wait for us!" And they hopped through the air and landed in the bucket. Then 10 drops dropped through the air into the bucket. Then 30, then 50, then hundreds of drops came from all around just to hop in the bucket. Soon the bucket was completely full of water. But there were still more drops that wanted to join in. So they found another bucket and hopped in. Before long, there were 2 buckets full of water, then 3, then 4, then 10, then hundreds, then thousands of buckets of water. along came a powerful breeze that blew all over all the buckets, and all the water flowed together to make a mighty stream. Everywhere the water flowed, the grass turned green, the flowers bloomed, and the trees stood tall and straight once more. All this happened because Higgins had a dream, and his dream came true, because he knew that although he was just a drop in the bucket, enough drops in the bucket make a bucket full. And when there are enough buckets with the wind behind them, then justice will roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Look around you, everyone. If everyone in our congregation is a single drop of water, each with their very own sparkle, then together we are indeed a mighty stream. And I wonder what will grow and bloom in our congregation and in our community in the year ahead when we combine our drops together. So, speaking of drops of water, you all got a little shape when you walked in this morning. And kids, there are a couple of buckets down here. One of you take one and one of you take the other. If you can go down and collect all those drops of water from everyone. They could pass them to the center of the pews maybe, and let's collect all the drops of water. And when you get them all, kids, come join me up front here because we have a special art project we're going to make with those drops of water from our community. That is our time for all ages this morning. Thank you. I can collect them.
We're going to let the kids go through and collect all of those little drops for their project that they will be creating while the service unfolds together. This is one of our all-ages services where we stay together as a whole multi-generational community this morning. As our children collect their little drops from you all, I invite you to settle yourself where you are, whether you're here in this room or joining us from afar. Become aware of your body in this space with other bodies, aware of the blood moving like a river through your veins, aware of your breath as it moves in and out, sustaining, holding, breathing in and out with the world. Let us settle and breathe into a time of meditation, reflection, and prayer. Imagine yourself like water sinking into the thirsty earth, slowing down, merging with the water in the ground. As we gather this morning, we open our hearts in prayer and meditation, not just for ourselves, but for this world that is so thirsty for care and compassion. We open our hearts for people seeking asylum and safety, looking for a port in a storm, a safe harbor for their precious lives and the lives of those they love. May they find rest and refuge. We open our hearts for the people living in the midst of war and violence, most especially the children, who inherit the trauma of conflicts they did not create. May the still waters of peaceful days come again. We open our hearts for all those who are struggling with grief and pain that is visible and grief and pain that we carry deep inside. People facing a difficult diagnosis, wrestling with an illness that keeps coming back, learning to live after loss. We send love like a healing river and hope that comfort and companionship ease the way. And we open our hearts to ourselves in compassion for all that we carry, spoken and unspoken, inside, watering those tender places, those green shoots sprouting within us, watering the dreams we nurture, washing away the fears that keep us small. we grow into these dreams together. And on this Ingathering Sunday, we open our hearts to those we carry with us in the water of our blood and tears, our ancestors, our dear friends long gone, our family far away, those we miss and love and who will always be with us. May their spirit be with us as we gather this morning. Let us enter into a time of quiet reflection together. Our reading this morning is The Social Life of Water by Tony Hoagland. All water is part of other water. Cloud talks to lake, mist speaks quietly to creek. Lake says something back to cloud, and cloud listens. No water is lonely water. All water is part of other water. River rushes to reunite with ocean. Tree drinks rain and sweats out dew. Dew takes elevator into cloud. Cloud marries puddle. Puddle has long conversation with lake about fjord. Fog sneaks up and murmurs insinuations to swamp. Swamp makes needs known to marshland. Thunderstorm throws itself on estuary. Waterspout laughs at joke of frog pond. All water understands. All water understands. Reservoir gathers information for database of watershed. Brook translates lake to waterfall. Tide wrinkles its green forehead and then breaks through. All water understands. But you stand on the shore of Blue Lake Kiev in the evening and listen, grieving, as something stirs and turns within you, not knowing why you linger in the dark, not even able to guess from what you are excluded. All water understands. So ends our reading this morning. This is the beginning of a new month, which means the beginning of a new partnership for our outreach offering, doing the work of living our values in the world. We partner with a project or program every month to support the work of the wider community in building a more beloved world. And this month, we are partnering with the League of Women Voters. Now, the League of Women Voters upholds democracy and voter participation in our community and beyond. We have partnered with them over and over across the years on forums that help educate, inform, and motivate people to have their voices heard in our community. So please support the League and support the work of this congregation as we work together to build a world that includes and welcomes and is safe for everyone. Please read with me the affirmation of gratitude and giving. Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for those who share their gifts with us, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful, even for our needs, so that we may learn from the generosity of others.
We shall be known by the
So a couple of weeks ago, at the service where I took questions from the congregation, the question box service that I often end the summer with, I was asked, why are we called the Unitarian Society of Santa Barbara instead of church or congregation or something else? Why are we a society? And over this years, I have been asked this question a few times, and until now, I would say I haven't ever really spent much time thinking about it. It's a rather common name for Unitarian Universalist congregations to call themselves societies in one form or another. So I took a look at the names of the nearly 1,000 congregations spread across the United States, and there are dozens and dozens of societies. I chalked it up to the whims of the founders nearly 150 years ago when they named this place. And I've always been more interested in the how and the why we gather than what we call ourselves. But this year, when that question came up, it started me thinking in a different direction. Because we are struggling right now as a society. Not we, the Unitarian Society, we're doing just fine, but we, the larger we, the people of America, are struggling. Struggling to figure out this seemingly simple question of how to be with one another. How to be social and together and with other people, how to cultivate relationships that mean something, creating communities of depth that enrich our lives. We want so much to dive under the surface, past that cold rush of anxiety, into the warm waters of trust and companionship and lasting, meaningful connection. We stand at the edge of that lake, longing to hear the conversation. This struggle to be social is nothing new, but it's been getting worse. It's been 25 years since Roger Putnam wrote that book, Bowling Alone. How many of you heard about that when it first came out, right? Talking about the dissolution of communities that people, like bowling leagues, that people used to join to be part of something. 25 years ago, he observed that fewer and fewer people had someone they would call a close friend. Some people not being able to name anyone in that relationship. This feeling of isolation in American culture, it has only accelerated since the pandemic and the increasing inescapability of technology. But human beings are built for connection. We are hardwired to need that social contact. From the time we are born, we cannot survive unless we are in a community. A baby can never exist on its own. It can only exist in social relationship with people around it. So from the time we are born, we learn that we need others to thrive. Even the most introverted among us, because I know there are some of you out there who are thinking, well, I'd love a good book and a comfy chair, and I'm set. Or maybe more often these days, it's a good internet connection and a handheld device by a window. But even those of us who might live for canceled plans and cleared spots on our calendar, we still need to feel like part of something from time to time. So whether you're an introvert or an extrovert or socially anxious or a 24-hour party person, we need each other. We need society. And so we find our way here to this society where we hope to find other people who are also wanting to be intentional about that need to connect with others, to create something different together, to wade out a little bit further into those deep conversations, to find the courage to dive in, trusting that we were built for this. We were built for this kind of living together. Now, when we do this work together, we are coming in as whole people, finding a place where we are not just responding to the algorithms and the marketing strategies, place where we are valued and cared for no matter how successful we've been at work or how we've gotten the most likes or how we've checked off all the things on our to-do list and been the most productive. When you arrive here into this community, all of those things that you carry with us in some of the other spaces in your lives are moved to the side, and in the center instead we place love, and we let all things flow from there. Each and every one of you in this community, whether you're joining us online or here in person, each and every one of you matters. Not because of what you've done, who you've been, or who you are becoming, but because that basic aliveness, that spark of life that carried you into this river is there, valuable and important. That is what water communion is all about. It's this symbolic way of demonstrating how we come together into this community of intention and goodwill to refresh our spirits, to build our capacity for connection, to strengthen us for the work of being human. By pouring our water into this common bowl, we are reminded that we are not here in this community by accident, by obligation, or by luck, but because we choose to be here. We choose over and over again to pour ourselves into this particular way of being together. Not because it's easy all the time, but because it's better. It's better to live a connected life. That's one of the things I think is so heartbreaking about this moment for me, that so many people are disconnected from that beautiful joy that can be found in community. To see a world that is so fragmented fragments my heart, because I believe deeply in the beauty and meaning of coming together in intentional community. As the poet said, "No water is lonely water. All water is part of other water." And yet, how often do we feel like we're standing at the edge of that lake, not understanding the conversation that we know is happening around us? This is a reminder this morning that the aliveness of the world is always within us, always flowing through us, even in our times of grief and anger and disappointment, even in those challenges that come with being in relationship with one another. We are always alive and part of the conversation, whether we hear it moment to moment or not. Cloud talks to lake, mist speaks quietly to creek, lake says something back to cloud, and cloud listens. No water is lonely water. So this morning, let us listen to the water, letting it whisper its wisdom over our fingertips, reminding us that even when we feel separate, we are not. Reminding us that we can find renewal even in a weary world, and reminding us that we exist in a river of love that is ongoing and ever-flowing, and all we have to do to be part of it is show up. You're here, you're home, and that is something to celebrate. Now is when I would like to invite you to come up and add your waters to this common bowl. I'm going to invite the folks in the back pews first to come forward through the front and then go back along the side. And you can pour water in here. There's little pitchers if you haven't brought water and want to add just a splash, go ahead. And I will also be pouring a stream of cool water over your fingertips if you like. A reminder that you are an essential part of the deep waters of this community, and that this community can be a home for you, a deep well to refresh your thirsty spirit. And if you're joining us at home, please have your water nearby so that you may participate as well. Pour some water in. There you go. For those of you who are joining us at home, I invite you to get your water out and just dip your fingers in as I pour some water to symbolize all of you joining us wherever you are, letting you know that you are interconnected with us, just as the waters of the world are interconnected with one another. And also into this bowl, I add the water of our history. This is water that has been collected and saved from previous ingatherings, water that reminds us to honor our past, our headwaters, even as we look toward the future. It is remarkable how this bowl always holds enough. It fills up, but there's always room for more. Today, the water in this bowl will be filtered and boiled and purified, and we will use it in child dedications and future ingatherings for many years to come, reminding us that we carry the blessings of this community forward with us through the ages. And so now please join me in the spirit of blessing for these gathered waters that have passed over all of your fingertips and from your many homes. In water we were created, by water we are sustained. Spirit of life, mystery of the living waters, may we be worthy stewards of this gift. May we let rivers of compassion flow from our hearts, and may waves of wisdom wash over us. We give thanks for the water that restores the thirsty earth, just as love restores the thirsty soul. And we bless this water together, that generations to come may know the gift of this community and continue to overflow with love for the world. May it be so. Blessed be, and amen. And let us sing together one more time. Please rise in body and spirit to sing 126, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. Stay right where you are, and if you want to put your hands over your heart, or if you have permission to hold hands with the person next to you, or just hold them open to the world, to life and love as it moves among us. And as you go out into this turning season, into this beautiful and heartbreaking world that we share, may the light of love shine upon you, out from within you, be gracious unto you, and bring you peace. For this is the day we are given. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, and let us call out a blessing.